thanks for joining me on today's live. This week we're going to be talking about blocked drains. Not very glamorous, I know. However, there is a very practical subject matter, and I can really share some kind of insight, some professional insight to help you to alleviate those blocked drains and potentially prevent them from getting blocked and particularly smelly. So most people think that they know what's blocking the drains, but actually there's a number of things that are kind of going on in the background, particularly around protein and amino acids and the stickability of those amino acids, and they are often to blame for blocking your drains. So let's get started. So winter time, obviously we're in winter in the Scottish borders where I'm broadcasting from, and this can really compound the problem of blocked drains because the pipes get colder, and whatever it is that's sitting in those pipes, then the consistency of that will change, it will start to get thicker, it will often solidify depending on what it is. So often in domestic environments and in communal showers, leisure centres, anywhere that's got showers, health centres, etc., there's a high concentration of body fat that is actually being washed down the drains. Now, I bet you didn't know that. So if you're ever in a household where the bathroom is potentially not being maintained, or you go over to someone's house and you see a lot of kind of pink stuff between the tiles, that pink stuff is actually body fat. So body fat is effectively washed off us. Now, this is not applicable for anybody who wants to lose weight. If you stand in the shower for an infinite amount of time, you're not going to get thinner. It's just the surface body fat. So just a clarification there. So the water effectively washes off some of your cells which contain some body fat. So it's just kind of general kind of cell shedding maintenance. And then it'll stick because body fat is made up of protein and a chain of simple amino acids. Then the amino acids are really quite sticky. Anything that's got protein in it's quite sticky. So it will stick to your shower tray, your tiles, and then get washed down your drain and end up sticking to your drain, your pipes. So where there's a kind of a dip in your potentially in your U-bend or a dip in the drain, anywhere that it can sit, it'll sit there and it'll effectively build up and up and up and eventually block your drains. So that's kind of information that not very many people know. And obviously it takes quite a long time for that to happen, but if you're living in potentially an older property, then God knows how many years of body fat has been washed down the drain. So we would actually recommend that a couple of products to alleviate this problem. So Clean Fast is my kind of go-to bathroom cleaner. It is high in kind of chemicals that are able to really burst through and aggravate and disperse the body fat. So you just basically spray it on to your shower tray, agitate it with a sponge or a cloth, and then rinse it off, and the same with your tiles. And actually, after you've used Clean Fast, you'll never go back. So that's the first thing. The second thing is something which will actually burst through your the body fat in your pipes. So what we would recommend is that you would use, so there's two kind of approaches depending on which kind of camp you sit in. So the first is a biological drain solution. So biological means basically it's full of enzymes, it's full of kind of living organisms that will basically go down your drain, pour it down your drain, you're feeding your drain this biological drain solution, and then the enzymes will effectively eat their way through the body fat. So this approach takes a lot of patience because you need to feed your drain regularly with this drain solution so that you're continually replenishing the enzymes that are down your drain so that they are continually eating away through the body fat. And depending on how much body fat you've got down there will equal the amount of time that you need to be using this drain solution. So that's one approach. The drain solution is, because it's biological, i.e. living, it's entirely eco-friendly. So if you are, really concerned about living an eco-friendly lifestyle, or you've got some eco-friendly policies in your corporate social responsibility policy, or simply because you care about your environment, biological drain solution is the one for you. It's the one that I use. There's another approach, which would be the caustic drain oven and grill cleaner. This is really high in acid, is really high in kind of caustic ingredients. You need to be making sure you're wearing PPE when you're using this, because this will effectively burn its way through the blockage in your drain. Follow the instructions, because you do need to introduce it into your drain in a really concentrated manner, so you're not washing it down with water or diluting it, you're just pouring it down in its neat formulation. But because it's so high in acid, you do need to read the instructions to find out how long you need to leave it down there, because the last thing that you want is for it to do is to burn through your pipes. So, and then just wash it away with lots and lots of water, which will kind of moderate the acidic content, because obviously acid isn't very good for our environment. So that's body fat. The kind of the other, so and while we're kind of on the drain and caustic drain and oven and grill cleaner, that's a great one for also tackling your kitchen drains. So the drain solution, the biological drain solution or the caustic drain solution would be ideal for your kitchen, and we'd advocate that especially if you're in a large commercial kitchen, that you turn on a timed dosed system, which we do here at Astral. So this basically just introduces living organisms on a regular basis, on a timed dosage, so on a timer, into your drains, so that you're continually feeding those drains and you're not relying on a person to do it, because obviously as soon as you are introducing people into this equation, the timing can potentially get messed up. Somebody might miss one, somebody might forget. So on the timed solution, the timed kind of dosing solution, that means it's happening absolutely all the time, and it's introducing enzymes. And then either if you've got a grease trap, or if you've got a dosing system which is dosing directly into your pipes, this really helps to manage the ecosystem that is within your grease trap, and also manage the ecosystem that is within your pipes. So it means that you can kind of just have it installed and just walk away and not even bother about it. So we've got a lot of commercial kitchens that use the time dosing system as well. Finally, I want to talk to you about another glamorous subject. I'm all glamour today. Urinals. So particularly in very old kind of buildings, there are lots of, when you go into the toilets, there's a lot of smell that comes out there, smell of urine. So I'm just going to cut to the chase. Urine. This urine smell is actually emanating from the drains, but also from the tiles at the bottom of the urinals. And this is from the uric acid that's being introduced down the drains through urine. So uric acid is again made up of protein, amino acids, very sticky. It's going to stick to the side of your drains. And what actually happens is, as over the years, especially in kind of older establishments, over the years, as people are introducing this uric acid down the drains are actually becoming smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller with the amount of uric acid that's been built up. So the amount of uric acid down your drain is actually directly related to the amount of smell that you can smell. So in some kind of establishments, you open the door to go in and you're greeted with the smell of the urinals, which is not very nice. And in others, they're managing their urinals much more effectively. So that smell is being managed and actually has gone away. So anybody that's kind of got gents or ladies toilets, this is the bit that you need to listen to. So in a urinal, you basically need to be putting in a bioblock. So, and this has got many benefits, including getting rid of the smell, getting rid of the buildup of uric acid, the potential of your drains backing up, but also a reduction in cost on your water bill. So the water bill is one that's a real kind of quick win for us here at Astral, because obviously with urinals, particularly if you're not introducing any kind of biological agent in there, they're just flushing it and flushing it and flushing it and flushing it with water on a regular basis. But if you put in a bioblock, which is what we advocate here, the bioblock, basically you pop it into your urinal, you throw it in, or you can put it in a cage over the drain. Any kind of liquid that is introduced into those urinals must go through the bioblock, and the bioblock then leaches enzymes down the drain on a regular basis as and when liquid's introduced. So we would say that with a bioblock, you only really need to be flushing your urinals 3 times a day, which is a huge, huge saving in terms of money and in terms of your water bill. So that's a great one, a great quick win, and a great way to save you money off the bat. One of the kind of other side effects of this approach is that bioblocks are introducing enzymes. The enzymes stick to the sides, they eat away the uric acid, and then the smell eventually dissipates and goes away as the uric acid is eaten, digested, and then disappears. So bioblocks are really, really a quick win. And there's lots of places that we visited over the years who have used bioblocks, and you walk in now and you don't smell any, urine smell or any urinal smell, because it's being managed, and management of your urinals is so important. There's also the splashback issue. So often when you're introducing liquid into the urinals, some of it splashes down onto the tiles. It's sticky, the protein and the amino acids, so it sticks to the grout between the tiles, and it's that makes the smell also emanate from not only down your drains but also your tiles. And this can be easily remedied with a product called Blue Away, which is also made by the people who made Bioblocks. Bioproductions is the manufacturer. So it's another eco-friendly product. You spray it on, leave it for as long as you can, and then just mop it off. And the enzymes will work away and eat away at the tiles as well. So any good kind of management of bathrooms would include a biological block, Bioblocks, and a biological spray for the tiles. This is also not only suitable for the gents, but also for the ladies, because ladies aren't, immune to this. So around the toilets, around kind of anywhere that there's going to be liquid, that there shouldn't be liquid, and where uric acid is building up, just spray it again, leave it, and wipe it off. So the things that are blocking your drains aren't necessarily, hair and mud or whatever it is that you think it's down there. There's other kind of things down there, including grease and oil and protein that comes out of us as humans is actually a real big player in terms of blocking our drains. Follow us on Facebook, like us on Instagram, and subscribe to our channel on YouTube, and you'll be the first to receive these videos. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.